Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classes for the 9th standard of 10th class at the 10th period. So, in the earlier classes, we have discussed the point related to the part of history, but in this topic or in this period, we are going to discuss the point related to the topic related to the political science, which is the second part of social sciences. So, in that, the first unit for us is our constitution. So, this is the point related to our constitution is the first unit given for our topic. So, today we are going to discuss the point related to the what we are going to study the related point towards the constitution. So, we know that after the 1947 or before independence also, we are finding the many constitutions were presented in the world, but there was no constitution for India. But after independence, we are going to see there was the presentation of the constitution. But before going to that, we have to come to the point for the introduction part of the how it was started the process to get the development of constitution in the country. So, at the time of when India achieved the 1947 independence, it was a big problem toward the government. It was one of the challenging tasks towards the government to face the many problems when for the formation of the government or for making unity toward the Indians. Because when before independence, India was under the control of British. It was ruled by the British government, and that British government at the end, after completion of the more than 200 years of rule, it has divided India into two parts. That we know well. So, India was divided into two parts. One is the Pakistan and second one is the India. But after getting division, it was become the important point that India is facing problem due to the transformation or migration of the people from one place to the another place, because the Pakistan and India was divided on the basis of the religion. You know that Islam and the Hindu religion. So Hindus are coming toward the India, Muslims are going toward the where? Pakistan. So that migration become very troubling. That people are going to be called as the rehabilitating problem due to the refugees. Refugees means the people who belong to the Pakistan, they have refused these people and they are coming towards India. So they are not accepting these people as their country people. It may be the India, it may be the Pakistan. So these people have to be go as migrated towards one place to the another place and become the problem for the government. So this is the first problem we are going to see. And second one, we are finding a very big problem we are finding before the development of the constitution. India was merger of princely states. Merger of princely states, maintenance of the law and order are the main challenging tasks we are finding at the beginning of the independence. It means when the country got independence, the princely states, states means, you know, the states, India was divided into many kingdoms earlier. The Indian part was divided into many divisions. So it was become very trouble to the government to make combine or to get together, to get united. That become problem for the India, and due to this, it was become the task or the challenging task to the government at the beginning of the independence, and there it becomes the problem of following the law and order for the each state. Because if they are getting united in the one sector, it is easy to follow the law and order. But due to the division of the country, we are finding the government is getting the problem for following the law and the order. It means rules and the regulations in the country. But anyhow, you know, the one of the important person who belongs to the India at the time of independence, a powerful person who is going to be called as the Iron Man of India. He made successful achievement toward the getting of merging the princely states, because that time, you know, that the Nizam of Hyderabad, the person, Goa, Kashmir, and the part of Punjab, these people who are ruling as a king in these areas, they were not accepting to give the places or merge toward the Indian government. So Nizam want to make it independent state, and the person who belongs to the Kashmir, he was planned to merge with the Pakistan, and the people of Pakistan have made plan to the Punjab side to get merge of this place toward the Pakistan. So these were the problems facing by the India. But anyhow, this Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is going to be called as the Iron Man of India, has successfully merged the princely state belongs to the India with the military power, with the power of government, and at the first time he has united 22 states in the country. It has united states in the country, and by this way he became the successful person to merge the princely states. Now, after getting the princely states, so again it was a problem for the India for running the good government or running the good administration in the country, because to follow the rules, to follow the law and order, there should be the one of the points needed for the India. That is the development of the constitution. Now, so now the constitution becomes the important part for the government, with including the structures, because it wants to follow the fundamental rights, it wants to follow the fundamental duties to get successful citizenship or to get the successful administration for the public in India. So that time the new constitution was developed with the support of these people like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Lal Bahadur Shastri. So many people have supported to this, you know, the Rajendra Babu Prasad. So these are the important parts become to make adding the fundamental rights and the fundamental duties, because these are the important parts for the one of the good government. So next part we are going to see, it was become the successful topic to complete the making of good structure for the India. So by this way we are going to see our point of constitution came to be and right to write and to make India in the first time. By this way I will continue. I want to tell you the topic related to the what kind of silent features, or you can see before going to silent feature, I want to continue the topic related to the assembly held it for making this constitution. That is called as the Constituent Assembly, that we are going to discuss in the second point. So after this we are going to find the Constitution Assembly was held in. So the second point is the Indian Constitution Constituent Assembly. Constitutional Assembly was held up in India after the unity of the princely state, because it was the second challenging task for the Indian government. So this assembly was made to frame the constitution for India. So how the process was started? So this Constitution Assembly actually started before the independence only, because Indian freedom fighters got an idea that we are near to the independence. We are going to get independence in the few days. So before that, it has started to make some regulations to develop the assembly. So the assembly was, the Constitution is a set of rules and regulations guiding the administration of the state. Why the Constitution is needed? It is a set of rules. There we are finding some rules and regulations which can be benefited for the running of the any states with the regulations. It guides for the good administration. It guides for the good administrative development in the country. So that time, the recommendations made by the Motilal Nehru, the father of Jawaharlal Nehru, committee has given some decisions, or it has taken some decisions by the meeting of National Congress at the Karachi in the year of 1939, before the independence itself. It was discussed the point related to the framing the Constitution, and once the assembly was held at the Karachi, you know that present it coming in the Pakistan. So with the support of Motilal Nehru, this assembly was held in the 1939, and the main point is, it was emphasized the need for the formation of the Constitution Assembly with the Indian members was formed in the 1946 with the support of with the support of 1939 points. 1939 assembly held by the Motilal Nehru. The next assembly was held with the Indian in the 1946, before 1 year of the independence. Before 1 year of the independence, to form the assembly to maintain the rules and regulations framing in the Constitution. That was the first discussion was made in the 1946 by the guidelines given by the Motilal Nehru in the 1939. Now, when the assembly was held in the 1946, that time we are going to see there are 389 members were there in the first assembly. So these members, with the partition of the Indian, the total number came down to be 299. So earlier we are finding there are 389 members were connected to this assembly, but due to the partition in the 1947, we are going to see the members are reduced from 389 to the 299. How much? 299 in a 1 year due to partition of India. Because some people who belongs to the part of Pakistan, they have remained there itself. Now, only 299 members were remained for this assembly. And that time, there were 7 members from the Mysore princely states. In our state, from our state, we are going to see there are 7 members among the 299 members we are going to find for this assembly. The first meeting of new Constitution Assembly was held at 9th December 1946, and the next meeting on the 11th December of 1946, after the 2 days. So first was held on the 9th December and second was held on the 11th December. On 9th December first at 1946 and 11th December, that is second in 46. There were the two assemblies were discussed for the purpose of developing the constitution for India. So these two meetings were continued under the chairmanship of, that the president who is going to be called as the first president for the India, Dr. Rajendra Babu Prasad. So he was the chairman for this assembly, and the people who are belongs to this assembly were Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, C. Rajgopalachari, and K. M. Munshi, T. Krishnamachari, Srimati Sarojini Naidu, Srimati Suchitra Kripalani were attended these two meetings held by the Rajendra Prasad in 9th and the 11th. And by these prominent people, with the help of these prominent people, we are going to see some prominent leaders came from Karnataka to these two meetings also. So the people who came from the Karnataka were S. Nijlingappa, K.C. Reddy, Kengi Hanumantaraya, Tekur Subramaniam, and some other were also present in this assembly when held in the 1946. These people are belongs to our state. So after that, we are going to see, by conducting the meeting, they have started to develop the drafting committee. The next point we are going to see is the drafting committee. And by this drafting committee, we are finding the framing of constitution in India. So next point is the drafting committee. So after the discussion of, after the assembly held on 9th and 11th December, so after that there was one of the committees was started. One of the drafting committee was started in India, that is called as the Constitution, the Constituent Assembly formed on the basis of the different people to search the problems and search the points related to the total country, because it was a vast country having lot of problems. So that time we are going to see there are 22 committees and 5 subcommittees to examine the details of all the related to the country. So there 22 committees were held up and 5 subcommittees were held up first time to get the details of the country. That time Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of one of the most important committees, that is the drafting committee. Now this Dr. B.R. Ambedkar became the important person for this committee, and he was going to be called as the chairman for the drafting committee. Based on these contributions, it is called as he is going to be called as the chief architect of Indian Constitution. Now, the other members who are related to this committee were N. Gopal Swami Iyengar, Alladi Krishnamurthy, Iyengar K. M. Munshi, and T. Krishnamachari, and some of the other eminent people, statesmen who are there with this drafting committee, and they have supported to write the constitution and give the details related to the India. The next point we are going to see is that framing of the constitution. What is that? Framing of the constitution. How the constitution was framed. What are the points they have taken to complete this constitution? The Constitution Assembly took how many? 11 months. It took 11 months and 18 days to complete its work. It has taken 11 months and 18 days to complete the constitution or the writing part of the constitution. During the discussion, the various laws enacted by the British government in 1909, 1919, 1935, and the British parliamentary system. These all points have taken toward the constitution of India by getting the study or the knowledge related to these people of this committee. So that time, the American Bill of Rights, the social directive principles or the policies of the Ireland were also studied by these people, and these were added to the Indian Constitution. Some elements were also taken from the other incorporated areas to add our Constitution by knowing the problems of country. And finally, the Indian Constitution. Finally, the Indian Constitution was approved on the 26th November of 1949. 26th November of 1949, it was got an approval. It was got an approval for framing the Constitution. But what happened? This came to be enforced. This Constitution has came to be enforced. We know that every year we are going to celebrate the Republic Day. You know well the date, that is 26th January 1950. The Constitution of India came to be forced in India, and this is celebrated as a Republic of India. From that, we become the Republic Indians. So the next point related to this chapter is preamble of the Constitution. Preamble to the Constitution was become a very important part in this chapter. So what is the preamble of the Constitution? Preamble of the Constitution means some principles should be followed to write the Constitution. Some steps are followed before going to write the Constitution. So you know that every part, or you can take your textbook itself. In textbook, one side we are finding on the front page index. So what is the meaning of index? So this index is going to give the idea related to the what kind of things are there in this book. Everything we are going to understand in a single page. So that type of one of the preamble to the Constitution was given for the Indian Constitution also. That is, the index was given to the Indian Constitution, and that it is to be called as the preamble to the Constitution. Preamble to the Constitution. So what is the preamble to the Constitution? We got idea. It is one kind of index presented by the committee to understand the points related to the Constitution within the short period. So once you have to get the idea related to your textbook also. So actually the Indian Constitution has combined in itself the best features of different constitutions of the world and has its own preamble. Many leaders have studied the different constitutions related to the different countries of the world, but they have taken the points which are needed for the Indian Constitution. That we are going to see in the preamble of the Constitution. Second point, the preamble contains the fundamental policies and the ideals of the Constitution. It shows the fundamental policies followed by the Indian government as the people belongs to this committee and the ideas of the formation of this constitution. And next point is, it is a sum of the structure, values, principles and goals of the constitution we are going to find in the preamble of the constitution. It is based on the aspirations and the ideals of the people of India. The total constitution was made on the basis of the needs of the Indians or the needs of the citizen of India. With this aspiration, with these ideas, this constitution was framed in India. The preamble is a part of the objective resolution put forward by the Jawaharlal Nehru that on December 13, 1946 and approved by the Constitution Assembly on January 22, 1947. So, actually, the preamble part was added to this constitution with having some objectives with the principles by forwarding by the Jawaharlal Nehru. It was approved on the 13th in 1946. 13th in 1946, but it came to be existence in the January 22, 1947. So like this way, some of the preambles principles were given to the constitution with the help of the Jawaharlal Nehru. These resolutions uphold the nature of the Indians, sovereignty, democracy, republic nature. So it was discussed, it was written in that preamble of the constitution that to give the solutions, the points related to the Indian problems, like the sovereignty needed to the Indians, the democracy needed to the Indians, the republic nature related to the Indians. All these points were added to the preamble of the constitution. Next point was added is the social, economic and the political justice for all the people was upheld in preamble of the constitution. So we know that we are getting points. Every point was made attached related to the society, related to the economic development, related to the political development, related to the justice. That all should be very good with the common people of India. That kinds of points were added to the preamble of the constitution and it was upheld. So, the main thing we are going to find what is the meaning of preamble was the preamble to our constitution is meaningful because every point very important to solve the problems of the Indians. And it describes our political system and is a key to understand our constitution. What gives this idea? This preamble of the constitution gives us an idea. We can understand easily what are the points added to our constitution, and it is describe the total political system of the country within a short period. Now, it has been described as the jewel of the constitution. It was going to be called as the jewel of the constitution. In other way, we can say it is going to be called as the heart of the constitution. Wait, this preamble of constitution is going to be called as the heart of the constitution. Why? Because every point, while seeing the preamble of the constitution itself, we are going to see that there was a point related to this topic. Now, next one, it has been described as the jewel of the constitution, and K.M. Munshi has referred to it as the political horoscope. He declared that this is one of the political horoscope for our country. How? Because Indian preamble of the constitution has given the important points. It gives the all details related to the points added in this constitution. So you can see the page number 98. There we are going to see. So one of the page was printed in this textbook. That is, you can see the point, the preamble of the constitution. So this page itself gives the idea to you that what was there in the constitution. Now the remaining part we are going to be continue in the next class, that we will discuss the points related to the preamble to the constitution. Just I will tell you the points what we are going to study in the next class, that is the points related to this preamble, that is we the Indian citizens, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, all these points we will discuss in the next class, and we will continue with the silent features of our constitution in the next class. Thank you.